Hi everyone, it's Nana, Foxy Mama 365. I'm back again with another review of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Season 5 it is, episode 7 I believe it is. Fireballs and fire pits. Or fireball and fire pits, whatever it is. Anyways, I'm feeling myself, yeah. Continuing from where we left off, we're still back at Monique's lake house. And ladies are trying to pondering on how to break the news to Ashley. Ladies, I'm talking about Giselle pretty much and Candace, because they have this text message that has been revealed to them through Candace's friend about Ashley's husband Michael, in which he had been at a strip bar and he had declared his, that he had a wife and a boyfriend and he was looking to take a stripper home. So at the dinner, they're still at the crab dinner, and they've been asked, how's your husband? And she's like, oh, my husband is good. He went out with the guys, he sealed the deal and MGM and all of that. And so hopefully he's been a good boy. Oops, girl, your man has been on the streets and we got to let you know. So good thing they are not going to do this big reveal at the diner, which is kind of nice. They are not going to do it in front of all the other ladies. Giselle says she's learned her lesson on how to be a good friend to Ashley. I don't know how that is when pretty much all of this is already in the front of the camera. So miss me with that. But she says she's learned her lesson. She's going to pull Ashley to the side and give her a heads up before, letting the other ladies know, if at all the other ladies need to know. So they get back to the house. Monique has a beautiful campfire planned out, but Ashley is gonna put Dean down to sleep, and while she's doing that, Ashley and Candace and Giselle are gonna be, waiting for her to have this pep talk or tete-a-tete with her. Of course, Monique is like wondering what the hell is going on. They're like, oh no, Monique, we're planning something for you. Just go, get away. And Monique is like kind of being bossy and like, what is going on? You guys didn't tell me anything. It's just a private conversation we just need to have with Ashley. That's what it is, okay? Well, Monique still wants crackers. Girl, go. You don't need to be in this conversation. Anyway, Dean is taking a little while to get put down. He's a little cranky. And the ladies are saying, he's intrusive, okay? He knows something is wrong. Eventually, they get to doing that, and then they get to sit down with Ashley. This is just Giselle and Monique. Giselle, Ashley, and Candace. They get to showing her the text, and it's really bad. They're trying to be kind of respectful of their relationship. Candace and Ashley's relationship has been strained for a while, so they just want to put everything down and not be messy about it. Also be respectful of the marriage as well. So she reads the whole message. She talks about him being at a stripper club, and she's like, are you sure this is genuine? The source, yeah, it's my friend. She actually works there or knows someone that actually works there. And he's claiming also to have a boyfriend and a wife. Now, going to a strip club like I said before, it's not a big deal for me. But when you're now going and becoming too chummy with the ladies, and you're now asking to take one of them home, to your hotel, that's just like a no. Okay? Anyway, Ashley reads the emails, the text message, and she says, well, and Candace is kind of like, what is going on? She kind of seemed cool. Well, maybe that's what happens in their marriage. Maybe she's used to it or something. She's like, nope, she's not used to it. She reads his emails. She checks his text messages. She even sniffs his underwear. Girl, no thanks. Bye. Anyway, she does her own detective work. But it doesn't look like, Michael is forthcoming, and somehow I feel Ashley really doesn't believe or trust Michael, and it's kind of sad. Anyway, the other ladies are out on the campfire. Robin, is all grown up now, according to Giselle. She can stand on her own 2 feet, okay? But anyway, at about 12:33, the other ladies go in some of them go to bed. Ashley goes to bed, and there are a few others. But then we see the doctor, Wendy, we see the grand dame, and of course we see Monique, which is kind of cool, and Candace sitting down all together, and they're doing shots after shots after shots. All in all, the grand dame has 9, and at that point she begins to spill all kinds of tea. She's talking about herself and what Raymond has put her through, and how when the finances went bad after the whole tax situation, she had to cough out some of her money. She said half of her money to bail him out, and she's been there for him, which is okay, a bit too much for us. We don't really need to know, like, that's between y'all, okay? Of course, she now generally asks Monique and Candace where they are, if they are okay, and the other ladies are like, no deep conversation. Let's just keep it light. Let's just have the shots, and let's just CBD tonight, okay? All right. I didn't realize that CBD was that much different from weed. I guess CBD is an extract. So the husbands are here, okay? We have pretty much Monique's husband is the first one to get there, and they're having breakfast, and he wants breakfast, okay? Monique is like, boy, how are you gonna walk in here and ask for food, okay? Anyway, the ladies all come down, and pretty much Monique just goes right into it. She doesn't understand how it is that the ladies all of a sudden, just took off when she was planning the bonfire thing, and Ashley's trying to explain to her that, oh, well, there was a serious situation that needed to be handled, and it had nothing to do with her. There was a conversation, so pretty much she just kind of gives them a head up, like, see, this was brought to me about some things that my husband were doing that were inappropriate, so we're going to deal with it, and and I really appreciate the way the ladies brought it to me instead of settling that with the group. And of course, you see Monique going in, well, I had already planned something, and I'm thinking, girl, if you don't get away from me. Now, I know that we are privy to what had been going on, and Monique and the few other ladies were not privy to it. So I get where Monique is coming from, but it wasn't really that big a deal. I think another thing about being a gracious host is to actually let people feel comfortable to do whatever they want to do if, they want to do it, So Monique was just pretty much just going on and on about it. It just didn't make any sense. Anyway, it was a private conversation, and Dean was, not going to go to sleep anytime soon. He was wailing, so they had to pretty much wait for her. Could they have gone to join the ladies and then come back when Ashley was ready? Maybe, but it didn't happen like that. Besides of which, it didn't happen like that any which ways, and yeah. First of all, there were roaches flying everywhere. They had to get rid of the roach. Luckily, there was some kind of monodoblonik that ended up killing the roach. Yeah, so it didn't happen like that, okay? So Monique, get on with it. So anyways, Monique is still going on about it, and that's pretty much it. Candace is like, Monique is pretty much saying, pretty much you're talking about people's marriages again. Didn't we do that last year? Isn't this deja vu? It didn't work last year and we're doing it again. And Candace is saying, no, that's not really what it is. That, yeah, she got some tea, and it would have been kind of messy if I didn't, tell her what I heard. So it was kind of good that she kind of gave Ashley a heads up before she read it on the blogs or she saw it somewhere else. So it was important tea to have, been told. Now, we understand that Monique is saying, oh, yeah, don't touch people's marriages because, yeah, last year you tried to invite the other lady. What's her name again? Charisse. You tried to bring Charisse round for Charisse to be spilling tea about my marriage, and it just doesn't work. And I'm with Robin on this one. Robin is saying, yeah, you don't want us to talk about other people's marriages because Monique, you don't want us to talk about your marriage. And that's true. That's truly what the situation is. Monique just doesn't want her marriage to be spoken about, and I respect that. But guess what? We won't have a show if we don't talk about your marriage. Okay. Moving on. Monique's lake house is beautiful. We've seen so many shots from up, from the back. It is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah. Moving on. Ashley and Michael and the whole situation. I really feel for Ashley. At this point, I really do feel, and then having it be so public that a man is cheating so publicly, and it doesn't seem like he's going to rein it in anytime soon. And now, he also has this, he also saying he has a boyfriend. What the hell is going on? And then trying to take chicks to a hotel. Random people, no. It's too much. And being that she's a new mom, I just let her enjoy the baby. No, it's so unfair for Michael to be doing this. Anyways, ladies are going out again, and they're having a talk again, and once again, Monique feels the need to attack Candace about not being at the bonfire thing and, not coming out. She had planned. And Candace is like, girl, not today. I'm not fighting with you, okay? I'm out. And I'm with Candace on this. pretty much Monique and Candace have an unresolved issue, and I think at this point Monique is beginning to bully Candace. I just look like, oh, are you feeling that Candace is the weakest link that you can attack her, like, or a weaker link? Like, why didn't you attack Ashley in the same way in which? And she's thinking that, oh, she did. No, no. I think Dr. Wendy is right on this one. She thinks that pretty much they have unresolved issues that need to be resolved, and people, the other ladies are like, girl, it's not that serious. You can't control the group. Fair enough, it's your trip, but you can, you know, like, keep trying to control everybody and what they do. Just my thoughts. So Wendy's husband is here, and then they get to telling a story, which I thought was very interesting. So they've been dating for about 2 years. They dated for about 2 years, and then they decided to get married. And her parents were kind of at loggerheads with his parents. And it got to the point where his parents actually refused to come to the wedding. And they've been married now for 8 years. And after 8 years of being married, they still don't communicate with his family, which is so sad. I can never understand why, you know, parents would, you know, because someone, like, you would decide not to have conversation or communicate with your child because they are marrying. It's their choice, it's their life. You've done your bit, you know, like, now you don't know, his parents, he says, don't know the grandchildren. They never met the daughter, which is kind of sad. It's just sad, you know. Women, we need to know when, you know, it's time to let go, you know, and it's time to let the boys go, okay? Anyways, they get to telling that story, and Chris and a few others chime in saying, well, this might probably be an opportunity if his mom ever comes to apologize or sees that she's done wrong and comes back in, just let her in and just, you know, accept it and move on. And I totally agree. Life is too short. You can't keep, you know, you can't keep fighting. That's just it, you know. So the men have a challenge. They have to imitate the wives. And Ray's turn to imitate the grand dame. Is it time for my tea? Is it time for my tea yet? Could you bring my tea to me, please? No, now, very soon, okay? Eddie, which outfit should I wear? Should I wear this one or should I wear that one? Why don't you just tell me what to wear? And I'm like, oh my God. Okay, why don't you wear that one? I don't like that one. That was really cool. I thought Eddie won. I thought Eddie won. Now Chris comes in and he's imitating his wife, and he comes in with a big bottle, and I'm like, okay, Chris, what the hell is this up? It just didn't make any sense. He's like, and I'm like, what? He's like, this is Monique, and I'm like, what? It didn't make any sense. And of course, you have Wendy saying, you can do better, okay? If that is about the only thing you have to say about your wife, no way. Pretty much, we are out of the house. So the ladies are out. Oh, before this, Giselle had actually left to go, and she got an award for her book, which was kind of neat. So she's like, oh, pretty much surprised that she got an award for the early part of her life, which was her painful part when her ex-husband Jamal cheated on her and all that scandal. That was pretty much what the book was on, and she won the award. So good for her. I guess something good has come out from her pain. Yeah. So Ashley headed home, and as she got home, or she can't wait to get home, to have a face-to-face with Michael, in which she says she's going to have the confirmation that it's all BS. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, Ashley, you've already convinced yourself that it's a lie. Okay, girl. Alrighty. Even after you saw the pictures. Okay, girl. Anyways, she's headed home, and she's going to have a tete-a-tete with Mike, with her husband Michael, and they're going to, you know, be able to convince her that everything is okay. But she says they had this talk the night before, and pretty much it became real escalated. He did apologize, said a lady at the strip place became touchy-feely, and yeah, I don't know what he was. Maybe he was probably going to the stripper bar to get chicken and wings. I don't know, but the last time I checked, the strip bar was where people got touchy-feely. Anyways, Michael is saying he's a little sorry about it, and pretty much they had some kind of misunderstanding. He slept in another room and she did, but the very next hour, boom, everything hits. Pretty much the blogs are taking all the story about Mike, and there's a picture of him in his boxers, you know, in the hotel room. So it's just so embarrassing. I really feel, at this point, I really do feel for Ashley. I don't think it is I don't think any woman should be put through this. It's just a horrible place to be in. And then especially when it's so public. Like the other lady said, you're a public figure. So you know that without a doubt, people are going to be out to get you. Like everybody's going to know you. Like just stop. Ugh. Anyways, next week we're probably going to get into the fight. So I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to share. Be sure to like. And why haven't you hit the notification bell? Subscribe. Thanks.